said, this is a ballpark that does favor lefties, but it's a couple of righties from the National League that everyone has their eyes on. Well, they got 60 home runs between them this season, 32 and 28, but the most home runs hit since the 1998 All-Star break. The champion there is Sammy Sosa with 65. Then comes McGwire, Canseco, who so many wanted to see hit here, Ken Griffey Jr., and the baby bull of the Cleveland Indians, Manny Ramirez. All right, so we had some batting practice earlier tonight, Ray, and getting the loudest ovations, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, to no one's surprise. And first, you take a look at McGwire, and this is a ballpark, obviously, with a very high wall out and left. That doesn't bother him because his home runs not only go far, but they do get the elevation you need, right?
Certainly, he's a fly ball hitter, as is Sammy Sosa. Mark is definitely much more of a pull hitter than Sammy. Sammy hits a lot of balls out in center field, which is really a blast here at Fenway. The farther you get and the closer you get to center field wall, the more difficult it is to hit a ball out of the ballpark. McGwire, on the other hand, pulls so many balls, and he hits so many high fly balls, even balls that he misses that goes on the warning track in other ballparks will be out here as long as he pulls them to the left of that sit-go sign, because there's not a lot of distance out there. It's just a lot of height, and height has never been his problem.
How about these guys? When you look at them, they obviously have the ability to hit home runs. Unlike some others who have to try, it almost seems as if that's their natural swing. It's a home run swing from McGwire. And so, as we take a look at Sammy in the
well, you can tell just watching people take batting practice. If, say you watch Sammy take 10 swings, he'll hit probably 8 balls on the line or in the air. Other guys like Tony Gwynn and Wade Boggs, those type hitters, Sean Casey, will hit 7 or 8 ground balls. Their swing has a slight uppercut, a slight tilt. They drop down on the backside a little bit, therefore they hit a lot of balls in the air.
I can't wait to see them before they do take their cuts. Rich Eisen had a chance to talk to both.
All right, thanks very much. I'm standing by with the Home Run Kings, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. And gentlemen, last year in the All-Star break, everyone was already talking Maris. Obviously, you've taken the pressure off. Is it more fun for you guys this year?
Well, it has been for me. I just enjoyed it. And this is probably the first media attempt I've had all year, since the first week of the season. So, you know, what happened last year, I don't think we'll ever see in our lifetime again. It might have been a one-time thing, but here at the All-Star game, we expected all the media and big home run derby, so we'll have fun with it.
How about you, Sammy? Is it more fun for you this year because the whole Maris thing's already out of the way?
Pretty much, because it's going to be more fun because they're going to be in the starting lineup, which is something that don't happen last year. And you know, I came here to put in the show. You know, Mark and I, you know, we're here together. Everybody's here to watch home run derby, and I hope we go out there and, you know, and put in the show for, you know, for those people.
First time you guys are starting an All-Star game together. Have you guys thought at all about what damage you could do 3-4 in the lineup every day?
I'm not going to get no pitches, so you know they're probably going to welcome me and pitching tomorrow.
Someone's got to protect somebody.
Yeah, they're going to pitch around all of it. I don't think so. They'll go right at us, and you know, we'll swing and try to hopefully hit one. You know, that's just the way it is. I haven't been too successful in the games, but I have a lot of fun in them.
Ruffy, the number 5 guy, with batting 2 runners on. That's what will be happening. All right, guys, thanks very much. Let's go back to Carl Ravitch.
Rich, thank you very much. Well, when we come back, it is a blast to watch. 10 of the best. So who do you like here?
Well, I got to go with Griffey. He's the guy that always wins. And maybe Mark McGwire have a good night. He hasn't had one yet.
From our perch here on top of the right field roof at Fenway, no ball's ever been hit up here. Maybe Junior will do it. For Ray Knight, I'm Carl Ravitch. We'll be here throughout the evening and also tomorrow for the All-Star game. Time now to turn over to Smash Mouth singing the song All-Stars.
Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Hey now, you're an all-star. It's a game on. So play. Hey now, you're a rock star. It's a show on. Yes, all that liberty play. Only shoot down. Somebody won't have should I spare? Change for gas, I need to get myself away from this place. I said yes, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little shit. Well, me this time coming, and I don't stop coming. Back to the room, then I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense, I'm a little for fun. The pain gets pop, but the head gets stuck. So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking a backseat? You never know what you don't know. Go! You gotta show what you don't know. Hey now, you're an all-star. Put your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Go on, play. Hey, all-star. Holy shit, stop without my world. All-star, good as you can. Holy shit, stop without my world.
Thank you, Smash Mouth. Giants jersey on the lead singer of Smash Mouth there, huh? Smash Mouth playing, Smash Ball coming up. Hi, everybody. I'm representing the National League. The man who rewrote the record book last year with 70 home runs on the St. Louis Cardinals. Here is Big Mac McGwire. From the Toronto Blue Jays of the American League, Sean Green. Representing the Chicago Cubs of the National League, the Major League current home run leader, the man, Tommy. Your final batter from the Seattle Mariners of the American League, the defending home run derby champion, Ken Griffey Jr. And now the pitchers are ready. The field is ready. You've met players and they are ready. Are you ready? Major League Baseball fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance here at Fenway Park and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Confirmation, but that was the paper the next day, and he said they have hit several onto the tracks, and you know who else could do that? A guy with equal power, better power than maybe anyone, a man who maybe this year will become the 16th ever to hit 500 home runs, 70 last year, Mark McGwire. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. On the railroad tracks, you think McGwire can hit it there? Whoa! There it goes! Back! Choo-choo!
Can I change my pick?
Oh! Mark McGwire has returned to Fenway Park!
We may run out of ball. Wow. I just didn't want to take the obvious pick, you know.
Does it stay fair? Give it the fist wave. Where's Pudge when you need him? He's down there.
That is going to kill somebody in those boxes up there.
Yeah. Well, McGwire last year only hit 4 in the first round of Coors Field and did not make it to the next round. Tim Flannery, one of the good guys, pitching, the third base coach of the Padres. One of the good guys in the game. Junior looking on, Sosa looking on. Uh-oh.
First home run was 436 feet. Longest McGwire pitch so far.
Mark McGwire who last year hit, well, you know what's amazing? McGwire, here we show that he's almost at 500. He's not 2/3 of the way to Hank Aaron. And the guy hit 180 the last 3 years, Joe. Not even 2/3 to Hank Aaron.
There it goes.
Maybe he's 3/4.
Over the light tower.
Oh, it hit the tower. That
was a bomb. He needs 2 more.
470 feet, the last one. Just have enough juice to find the net? Doesn't look like it.
3 outs left.
3 outs left. Just 3 homers for McGwire. The most impressive 3. Make it 4. Back. Gone. Mike, you're behind the plate when he's up there. I mean, what do you think when he hits a bomb like that?
It's just indescribable.
A home run off the top of the
light. The sound, number 1, is the most impressive thing. You can see he has his son Matt's name on his hat. Matt became famous last year along with his dad.
Back! Onto the Massachusetts Turnpike!
And just think he does this every day in batting practice. That's the show he puts on. He's made batting practice an event. Yeah.
A little higher, but just as handsome.
What a bomb.
6 home runs.
Look at that out there. That's awesome.
He's our leader. Hello, Boston.
Yikes. Well, that cinches that he'll be in the second round. It's gotten really hot. Taking pitches now. He's really hot. Feeling good.
This one's headed to the flagpole. Salute the flag. Home run number 8. And I tell you what, we weren't that far from $1 million.
Well, I tell you one thing, the pressure's starting to build on Sammy Sosa here too. He's got to follow this.
McGwire has 18 lifetime home runs in Fenway. For road parks, he's only hit more in Tiger Stadium. The guy only has warning track power. What's the matter with him?
What's wrong with him? Get in the weight room, man. It's getting small.
Hello, New Hampshire!
That's in the harbor. I think they hit Old Ironside, didn't it? Man. Wow. Who took his bat?
A little hijinks down there.
I think Pedro's sticking up for his country.
Pedro take the bat?
He's sticking up for his country. He's trying to help the Dominican Republic.
Pedro, who's wrapped himself up in rope this year, you know, and he enjoys himself, and every player's loving this.
But I tell you what, Pedro Martinez is the only one I know equipped to handle this power from the National League. He's the only pitcher I know. You can take the bat out of your hand in more ways than one. Yeah.
Well, last year, this one could be all the way to Maine.
man. Looks like a golf ball. It looks like we're at the driving range. Well,
sends this one back. Goes!
Listen to that sound, man. It sounds like a hammer, like a sledgehammer.
He's actually making up for last year in Coors Field when he didn't make the second round. I mean, he's on fire.
Oh! Look at the height of that. They're over the light towers.
I think they got to build a wall maybe 80 feet high. You think Tim Flannery has a job just in case Dave McKay gets a sore arm with the Cardinals?
Get him off the plate.
Ouch! Back. It's all the way to Marblehead. In a single round, we've never seen 13 home runs before. But then again, we've never seen 70 either.
Well, this is what they all came to see. It really is. If he doesn't hit another one, they saw what they came to see.
All his teammates are checking the bat, but we don't need to. Superman is with Stuart Scott. Stu?
Oh, I don't know what to talk about. How's your golf game? No. 13 home runs.
Year or so. You know, last year I didn't do so well in the home run contest, so I got a lot of room to make up, so I think I can advance to the second round.
You hit 4 in the first round last year. Was that weighing heavily on you as you stepped up to the plate today?
No, you know, in these contests, it's all up to the pitcher. Throw strikes, and Tim got me in a good groove. He's throwing strikes, and, you know, I get a good swing going, and I think I broke my bat halfway through, so I finished up with it, so.
Well, you dotted the record books with the 70 jacks last year, 13 home runs in one round, a new home run hitting contest record, another one to put in your resume. Congratulations,
Thank you very much. Thank you, Boston.
Good luck in the second round. Chris, back up to you.
All right, Stu. Well, which replay would you guys like to see? Do you have a spare 10 minutes?
Well, they will all look very similar. I mean, this is Mark McGwire. This one is probably the way that he normally hits them, high and deep. I mean, he hits a lot of high fly balls that never come down. You see a lot of other hitters drive the ball. I mean, he gets under it. And look at this. Look how high this ball is. I mean, that's a big fly.
That was his third one into the lights. His number 7, Joe, the longest one.
Well, that one, he stayed there a little longer, didn't quite get under it as much, and he just drove it to left center field.
That was 486.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful swing. Look how quiet he is. I mean, his body is quiet. As Mike was saying earlier, you have to stay relaxed. And there's Sammy Sosa. No, it was McGwire that raised the roof.
He had 4 homers, 470 or more. Look at Matty Williams.
I would guess if you were pitching, you know,
That shows it.
off the top of the light tower.
As a wink at what, Tim Flannery? Well,
I know one thing. You got plenty of parking out there if you got good insurance.
first round homers, Joe and Mike. Look at the distances.
Wow. I mean, you think about the effort that is needed to generate the amount of bat speed to hit a baseball 450 plus feet.
Yeah.
And he just does it so effortlessly. And
488, look at that.
And he's just a monster. It's just King Kong with a bat.
488, 486, 473, 471, 470, the 5 longest we've seen tonight. And in the 13 home runs that he hit in the first round, guys, 5,692 feet. Oh, by the way, over a mile.
Make the finals.
Well, different groups so far. Jeremy Burnitz will move on if McGwire cannot get sick.
On the bubble.
All of a sudden, he giveth, he taketh away.
A lot of time between rounds.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a little stiff. He's got to find, I think, get that monkey off his back and get one.
You got to get the first one.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That first one's always the most difficult one to get started.
He had 23 swings in the first round.
It's like
and he may not have many more.
It's like that last out in the 9th inning. It's the most important out of the inning.
4 outs left.
4 outs left.
Wow.
Well, maybe, you know what?
Is Flannery throwing different stuff?
No, I don't know. Maybe we're just never destined to see what we came for. And that's a Mark McGwire or Sammy Sosa matchup.
Well, wait a minute here. We're several holes down. We're going to take out the driver now, Joe. We can't fool around anymore.
He's got to get busy.
Only got 3 outs left. Now there could be homer number 2. Does it stay up? Oh, yeah.
2 homers.
Oh, here comes Big Mac. 3 home runs.
Looks like it's going to hit that net, and it just like finds a jet or something.
Missed that one.
2 outs left.
2 outs left. He needs 3. Good eye at the plate.
He should get it. Pulled off that one.
Well, Junior was down to 1 out, and he put himself in the next round, but McGwire needs 3 here. Wow. He missed that.
Is that one
and you know what?
No.
See, cumulative, if you adjust that 13 gets wiped from the slate. And so Jeremy Burnitz and not Mark McGwire will be moving on to the final round to take on Junior Griffey. Stu with Big Mac. Stu.
All right, you're not going to make the finals. Did the first round just tire you out?
No, it didn't tire me out. I was just sitting and waiting tired me out. But, you know, I was just swinging through some balls and just missing them. That's what happens.
You told me after the first round, you said it's all about getting pitches. Did you get the pitches that time?
Yeah, I did. I probably tried a little too hard. I was a little more relaxed the first round, but good luck to the 2 guys.
We will always remember 13 jacks in 1 round, the All-Star Home Run Challenge.
Well, thank you. So will I.
Thanks a lot, Big Mac. Boomer, back up to you.
All right, Stu and Mark, thanks for the show. That's for sure. This was not the same show, guys.
Well, I think you have to remember 2 things. McGwire has a bad back, and if he has to sit around that long after working up a sweat, hitting the 13 in the first, round, I mean, it does take its toll if you have an injury or you're not completely healthy. And he was stiff. I'm sure he was stiff. I mean, even right there, if you look at it, these are line drives that he hits. He doesn't get under the ball like he normally does. Hits a lot of high fly balls. These are more line drives. And Burnitz, he gets a chance to, beat us. Hey, he gets to beat a dark horse.
What did he tell Stu? What am I doing here? Well, talking about this display at Fenway Park. 13 home runs in the first round. None of them were...
Just making that transition from the infield to the outfield. And on those line drives, if there's even a question mark, they'll back up and take it on the first hop. So here's McGwire as they put the shift on. Durham on the third base side of second. Outfield straight up. Carlos deep in left. One thing about McGwire, I've always thought that ball hit. You can put it on the board. It's a 2-1 ball game, and that is Mark McGwire. That is his 29th homer. And that's his 4th homer in a Cardinal uniform against White Sox pitching. Just a bullet. But one thing I was getting ready to say, I've always thought that the outfielders play way too deep for McGwire. First of all, if he hits it over your head, it's a line drive. You're not going to be able to get back and make the catch anyway. And most of the time, if you hit over your head, it's out of here.
Yeah. Well, they got to play a little higher. That's his 29th homer, and then got out of here in a heartbeat. Pitch down. He goes down and gets it. See him go down with his knees. I'll tell you what.
Let's don't even get into that again. Boy, that play last night was unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought he had him by a half a stride right there.
I thought he had him on the play before the replay. Meanwhile, 2 on, nobody out, and here's Mark McGwire. High and deep in left field. Carlos Lee back at the fence. Got ourselves a 3-3 tie. Number 30 for McGwire. He now has 76 RBIs.
Well, it looks to me like the Cardinals are going up there look for first pitch over the plate, basically a fastball going to Hackett. Saw that with J.D. Drew on the first pitch Jamie offered. Same thing right there for Mark McGwire, the 3-run homer. Wow, that is .487 in his Major League career.
Ray Lankford takes up space. Take him right here. You don't want to go full. That ball hit deep in the center. Way back. Singleton at the fence. You can put it on the board. 3-run homer is second of the ball game by Mark McGwire, and it's an 8-7. Sox lead. Mercy. That's what Wimpy was talking about. He got a hanger.
Well, 31 homers now. 79 RBIs. 2 homers today with 6 RBIs. Oh, boy, that is a hanger. That was the splitter. Mentioned that he hadn't seen it, but boy, I'll tell you, you get that thing about thigh high. See how he just goes down with his legs. His head stays perfectly still. And he just smokes it out of here. It is 8-7.
So that era has really jumped up and bit the Sox here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mercy. Brian Ward comes on, and we'll be back. Left.
I often tried to make the throw.
That would allow one to come in.
And then this one here, runs it down, the ball takes off on him, jumps up, cuts off the glove, gets another error on that ball. 2 errors for him tonight.
Mike Tremblay, they didn't do much right until this. McGwire, and you got to give credit to some of the fans at the side of the stage because they knew McGwire was going to come up one more time, and he didn't disappoint. Big fella's got 32 now home runs, just 2 behind Sammy Sosa as the Twins take care of the Cardinals 4-2. Larry Lubers takes the loss. Good outing, though, his first Major League appearance in 6 years.
Good. Oh, no, he didn't, y'all. 33rd homer of the year. His 490th career homer is his first career homer at Synergy. His first career homer, period, at Tiger Stadium. He has 23 jacks at Tiger Stadium. 2 batters later, made up. Fernando Tatis, second homer of the game. 3rd multi-home run game this year. 2nd multi-home run game this week. His 23rd home run of the year. Cardinals win it 6-5, and usually the Synergy Field crew blast fireworks. They have a party after a Rants homer. They did it this time after Big Mac's blast. Said McGwire, I didn't even notice that's how much I was tuned in. The Reds bullpen in the 8 games since the break, their bullpen.
The bat of Mark David McGwire.
Trying to get a great pitcher, but he has been going to right field now.
Towering fly ball, center field, very back, see you later!
Top of the 7th, 3-0 Cardinals, 2 outs for Mark McGwire. Deep to center, number 34 of the season. Cards win at 6-4. Of course, anything Sammy can do, Mark can follow up.
More baseball for you. Cardinals, Rockies, Cards up 5-2 in the 7th. Mark McGwire against Pedro Estacio. Force equals mass times acceleration. McGwire, the line drive homer to center, 35th of the year. And the Cardinals win 6-4. In doing so, they sweep Colorado. McGwire has 7 homers in 13 career games at Coors. The Cards have won 4 straight. They are now over 500 for the first time since June 8th. The Rockies get
in Commercial Stick Park. Darren Bragg, bottom of the 1st, no score. That would change, believe me. Darren Bragg, nice grab, goes over. He'd be okay. Top of the 2nd, Cardinals down 2-1. Mark McGwire with 2 on against Russ Ortiz. And McGwire got it. Number 36 of the year. That ties him with Sammy Sosa. Number 493 of his career. That ties him with Lou Gehrig for 16th place in the all-time list. Cards were up 4-2 there. They're down 10-8 at the top of the ninth. McGwire represents the go-ahead run, but Rob Nen gets him swinging, and the Giants win a wild one, 10-8, in a crisply played 4-hour ball game in which 9 pitchers were used. It was 22 minutes shy of the Major League record for the longest 9-inning game ever. Russ Ortiz, who started for the Giants, gave up 7 runs. None of them were earned.
And 2 runs. To the day game, Cardinals and the Giants. Mark McGwire, 493 career home runs. That, of course, tied with Lou Gehrig. He is a very large man who, when he gets hold of a ball, hits it a very long way. He's got 37. Passing Sammy Sosa, passing Lou Gehrig.
Again, he clears the...
It's Cardinals 1, Giants nothing. And Darren Bragg's in right field. Monday, remember this? Chasing down that FP Santangelo shot. He flipped over the wall to make the catch, stayed on the ground for a while, but he was okay. Later ran into the wall, stayed down, but he was okay. Now to the present, in the 4th, Bragg chasing down his shot by Charlie Hayes. Anyone knows there's a wall over there, it's Darren Bragg. Didn't flip this time, still made the catch. Bottom 6, still 1-zip. Reader at the plate, Ottenfield pitching. Renteria's throw, that's an infield single. Ray Renteria, was he out of position or no?
Yeah, he was. With a left-handed hitter up there, especially the pitcher, you've got to shade him right over there in the hole. And this is right where the ball is. He was playing straight away, and there's no way for him to make that play. He's just a little bit out of position there with a hitter with the caliber of Reader.
He's not going to pull the ball?
No, he's not. He's not going to pull the ball.
Same inning, 2 down. Absolutely. And for more perspective on how great Lou Gehrig really was, and the fact that the Cardinals lost another game in which McGwire went deep, let's hear from Mr. McGwire.
And obviously it's a huge name in the game of baseball, and people have put my name against all these Hall of Famers, and it's just it's quite awesome to think that I passed him.
Well, you take a look at what Mr. McGwire has done over 5 seasons. 256 home runs, which ties the record that Babe Ruth had from 1926 to 30. Oh, yeah. Babe Ruth also did it, 27 to 31, and 28 to 32, and 20 to 24. But McGwire is going to set a record for most home runs over 5 seasons. Speaking of
6 ERA to the mound in his first start for San Francisco since he was acquired by the Giants, and he walked right into the middle of the playoff race and big Mark McGwire. Giants hosting the Cardinals. There is Livan Hernandez, top of the 1st, facing Big Mac. Check swing, slow roller to 3rd. Charlie Hayes up with it and guns him down no problem. Interesting day for home plate umpire Greg Bonet. Bottom of the 1st, watch Bonet behind the plate. Here's Hayes. Swings and hits the ump right in the back of the head. New tactics for dealing with umpires, courtesy of Bud Selig. Bonet was okay, stayed in the game. Top of the 4th, scoreless. There's McGwire. Second pitch of the at-bat, called an outside strike right on the corner. Then a full count. McGwire thinks he's walked, and he can walk back to the dugout. Punched out by Bonet. McGwire's not happy, and you know what happens when you argue balls and strikes. Immediate ejection. There he goes. And McGwire does not lose his temper often, offering the fans some batting gloves on the way out. Top of the 6th, bases loaded for Fernando Tatis. Facing Hernandez, line drive to right. J.D.
12 at-bats against him, and 3 home runs against Estacio. 38th of the year, 495 in his career. In the 8th, tied at 3, Manny Ibar to Terry Shumpert. You can't go there to Terry Shumpert. You just can't.
Miami were thrown together last season, and McGwire promised 98 would never happen again. But there they are together in a box over my shoulder once again. Seemingly against his wishes, Mac has grudgingly stirred up another crazy home run race. Coming into play Saturday, it hit 11 homers in 15 games. It's very hot here, Mac said. Unclear whether he was talking about the heat index in St. Louis or the climate in his personal hitting zone. 2 back after Sammy's exploits in the afternoon. Rocks and cards, pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this one. Yeah, sitting on 495. Bottom 3, runner on 2nd, and Mac clings him right off. Yow! The bomb to left, a 2-run shot, his 39th. Cards down 4-2. Top 7. Todd Helton on 2nd. Heathcliff Slocum facing Dante Bichette, who stings one into left. Ray Leonard.
There's Brian McRae looking good in his new Colorado uniform. He went 0 for 2 in the game. Bottom 5, 5-1 rocks. Mark McGwire going to get the Cardinals back in the game.
His 40th home run of the season ties Sammy for the big league lead. It was a 3-run shot, and it was career home run number 497 for McGwire. But once again, it comes in a Cardinals loss. McGwire is 8 for 13 against Brian Bohannon with 5 homers. Speaking of which, Big Mac has gone big fly 13 times in his last 17 games. But don't ask him about it, because when he does jack one out this season, the Cards are 8 games under 500. When he doesn't homer...
Potential milestone moments. Tony Gwynn entered Monday 6 hits shy of 3,000. Mark McGwire 3 homers shy of 500. And Gwynn's Padres and McGwire's Cardinals began a 4-game set in St. Louis. Could you imagine if both made history in the same game? It would be a far-fetched hope on Monday, however. Gwynn has just one career 6-hit game nearly 6 years to the day on August 4th of '93, and McGwire has 4 career 3-homer games. And of course, no players have ever reached 500 homers and 3,000 hits in the same game. The Bush we go. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Mark McGwire got it. Home run number 498 of his career, 41st of the season, 14th in his last 18 games, puts the Cardinals up 4-0. Bottom of the 8th, 4-2 Cards. McGwire leading off, looking for 499. Takes Trevor Hoffman deep to right. Tony Gwynn, you want me on that wall. He can't make the grab. He saves the home run, but the ball's rolling around, and McGwire rolls into third for his first triple since the last year of the Reagan administration. Top of the 9th, Padres down 3-2 on for Gwynn. Base hit off for Ricky Patalico. 2 runs come in on Tony Gwynn's career hit number 2,995. He's within 5 of 3,000. The Padres within 1 of the Cardinals with 2 outs, 2 on. But Phil Nevin grounds out to Joe McEwing to wrap it up. The Cardinals go on a win. Of Andro asterisks and wondered how many home runs Mark McGwire could hit without taking the controversial supplement androstenedione. Well, now we have our answer. 42 home runs, 15 in his last 20 games, including his 499th career home run. Prior to Wednesday's game, McGwire said it has been 4 months since he last took Andro. Young kids take it because of me, he said. I don't like that. Indeed, with Tony Gwynn adding his 3 hits, all in all, it was a pretty good night in St. Louis. Here's Scott Walker.
On Wednesday, it was just a baseball fan's dream, history's version of the double play. On Thursday, it may become a reality. 2 hits for Tony Gwynn and 1 home run for Mark McGwire would mark the first time in history that one player hit his 500th home run and another his 3,000th hit on the same night in the same game.
2 hits, and then you guys will be off my back and I can get back to normal baseball. You kind of feel guilty because this is Mark's time. This is... they might be coming to see the 3,000 hits, but they're coming to see Mark McGwire hit 500. And my own thought is, God, I wish he could, we could kind of each have our moment. But I'll be honest, I just want to get this thing done from my standpoint.
The chase has Gwynn longing to be just one of the guys. And what better person to compare notes with than McGwire? Gwynn's 2,998th hit was a single in the 7th. That gave him a chance to chat with the home run king. McGwire was more than happy to oblige.
It's the first time he's ever had to do with a media crush. And I said, listen, you don't have to explain every day why you didn't get a hit. This is just a game. You know what's going on. You know you're going to do it. Just a matter of time.
For me, it's a little bit more difficult because I haven't been in this position at all, I don't think, where he's had to deal with this for the last year and a half, I think. So he's probably more seasoned at it. And he said all you can do is go out there and play.
It doesn't matter to me. It's just like Tony. It's going to happen. What day, what pitch, what time. It's just a matter of time.
McGwire says if Gwynn gets his 3,000th hit Thursday night, he'll be sure to shake his hand and give him a hug at first base before the Padres rush the field. As for Gwynn, he just hopes McGwire has the spotlight to himself. In St. Louis, Scott Walker, ESPN.
Scott, thank you. Now, unless McGwire goes homerless in his next 316 at-bats, he will enter the currently 15-member strong 500 home run club with the fewest number of at-bats. Not only will he break yet another of Babe Ruth's records, but McGwire will also set this incredible and most unique mark, belting career home runs number 400 and 500 in consecutive years. That is simply amazing.
Speaking of which,
Diamond Note is brought to you by Toyota. Every day belongs to you. Make it count.
First down in St. Louis. Neither Mark McGwire nor Tony Gwynn inched closer to their milestone moments on Tuesday. So on Wednesday, we'd need 2 homers and 5 hits, respectively, for a historic baseball earthquake to strike in St. Louis. Again, a far-fetched concept, but consider this. Wednesday was the 14th anniversary of Tom Seaver reaching 300 wins on the same day Rod Carew smacked his 3,000th hit. Of course, that didn't happen in the same game. Would history happen in St. Louis on Wednesday? Well, everyone's hoping they'd see it right here with Mark McGwire. Not .499, but with the bases loaded. Chris Gomez misses second, and Mark McGwire legs out the infield single, and a triple in the same series for Mark McGwire. How about a single for Tony Gwynn? You betcha. In the 4th inning. Career hit number 2,996 off of Kent Merker. Now looking for career hit number 2,997 with the bases loaded in the 5th, and he got it. He hammers one deep to right field. Way back there. Gone! 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 A grand slam home run for Tony Gwynn. 3rd career grand slam, Mel Proctor. Top of the 7th, Gwynn was not finished. He wants to put an 8 where that 7 was, and he does so, going the other way. Classic Tony Gwynn. Career hit number 2,998. Gwynn's family, the St. Louis crowd, great baseball town, admiring Gwynn's achievement, and then admiring this. Mark McGwire doing his part. Busting out the whooping stick in the 7th inning. 42nd home run of the year. 499th of his career. Ties the game at 6. It's a factor. Top of the 9th, 2 out, 7-6 Cardinals. Rick Krauscher gets Kilby Overis looking to wrap it up and leave Tony Gwynn standing on deck. 2 hits shy of 3,000. Mark McGwire, a winner by hitting career homer 999 to tie the game. 7-6 your final. What a night in St. Louis. 3 hits for Gwynn, all off of lefties against whom he'd been hitting only .224 all season. A homer for McGwire in his last at-bat, a tight 1-run ball game. It could be a better night on Thursday. The last of this 4-game set. Gwynn only 2 swings away from his milestone. McGwire only 1. It is quite feasible we may see those 2 milestones set in the same game for the first time ever.
That first hit, for just a split second, I thought, God, wouldn't it be great to do what Pete Rose has done for a split second. But as far as 3,000 is concerned, I really didn't think about it until I got to 1,000. Because once you get to 1,000, you just kind of say, okay, it took me 5.5 years to get to 1,000. It's going to take me 11 more years to get to 3,000. Can you do it?
If you love the game of baseball, I would think you'd try to find a way to get into a ballpark tomorrow night. So it should be exciting.
I've got my gold card. I think Mark's got his gold card, but I would pay to go to tomorrow's game because you just never know. And that's the beauty of baseball. I mean, you know, we're sitting here now. He's at 499. I'm at 29.98. And there's a possibility that you might see something that not many people get the opportunity to see.
Who needs tickets? Felipe Lira was the last pitcher to give up somebody's 500th homer. That somebody beating Eddie Murray back in September of '96. So who will be the next such pitcher? Well, on Thursday, McGwire faces Andy Ashby, who's given up 2 of McGwire's 499 homers. Big Mac is 6 for 12 lifetime against Ashby. After that, it's on to Pittsburgh to face Jason Schmidt, who's never given one up to McGwire, and Francisco Cordova, who struck out 10 Marlins on Sunday.